What's going on, you guys? This is Klaudless and Indy, and fortunately for you, this is a beer review, but this one I'm going to call a quickie, mainly because I don't know how much time I have here. So I already went ahead and ordered my beers, and once the beers get here, I will list them off to you. If I didn't already say where I am, currently I'm at Upland Brewing company here on 82nd, or is it 86? 82nd Street, right by the Starbucks. So what is it? I'm west of Castleton and east of Keystone. So I guess what you could call this the either like the Allison area or the Clearwater area. Not entirely sure here, but I'm actually waiting on my wife, which is why I'm like, you know what? I think I can probably get a quick beer review in. So yeah, maybe I'll do a montage of the restaurant, just the area. But yeah, so I'll see you guys at the review. But before we get to the beers, I just want to let you know that despite it being overcast right now, which I'm really happy about, otherwise I would not be sitting outside. Oh, there they are. All right, I totally forgot what I was talking about, but we're back, assuming I ran the intro. If not, then we're just going to get straight to the beers here. Here are the 4 beers. I may order another flight depending on how fast it takes me to get through these or how much time I have. But I'm going to switch the camera over. I'm going to show you guys what the beers are on here. All right, so what we have here is the... oh my god. I think... Hold on. Alright, I totally forgot the name of this beer. So it's called the Champagne Velvet, which I believe is a lager. We have the Upland Wheat Ale here. We've got the Campside. I believe that's a pale ale. And then we have the Dragon IPA, which apparently Tuesdays here are their, I guess you get a deal. I think it's like a $4 IPA pint. But yeah, we're just going to get into it. Nice little wine glasses here. These look like they're about maybe 3 to 4 ounces. I'm going to switch the camera over and we're just going to line them up and shoot them down. All right, so first up, Champagne Velvet. Smells very light, smells very grainy, but the aroma is not very strong. As you guys can see there, it's very clear, very transparent, like a yellow straw. And wow, they really filled it out to the rim here. Oh wow, that was delicious. I mean, it almost tasted like, I mean, I guess it technically is a Pilsner, but very refreshing. Just a slight bit of malty sweetness here. And bitterness, very balanced, I would say. I could probably take, nope, it's still a little bright for my eyes. I mean, it's only 6:38 right now, and yeah, so got to protect my eyes from the UV rays. Oh, and there's a Reuben. Well, I tell you what, that's probably the fastest service I've ever received at in a long time. Wow. Or I'm just keeping myself occupied here. Very good, very good. Like I said, very light, slightly crisp. You know, malty sweetness, a little bit of bitterness, very balanced. Now we're going to clear the palate, move on to the wheat ale. And I think the ketchup's on its way. All right, moving on to the Upland Wheat Ale, or Witbier as they call it on their menu. I don't know the information, at least I couldn't remember since this was kind of like spawn of the moment here. So I'll post all the information as I name the beers. As you can see here, it almost looks like champagne, actually. This looks more like champagne than a Champagne Velvet. Very, not very transparent, very hazy there. Not a strong aroma at all. Can't really smell anything. Oh wow, that's delicious. Slightly sweet there. Yeah, that tastes like a wheat beer. So delicious. I want to say that almost reminds me of like Whole Garden, but I haven't had Whole Garden in like forever, so I can't really say that. But very, very delicious. Oh wow. All right, we got to move on, you guys. Up next is the campside pale ale. Yep, you can definitely smell the hops in that one. It's very light though, but it's there. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hops is not too assertive, it's just right. And as I would expect from the pale ale. Look at that, you guys. This is actually a lot more transparent, a lot more carbonated, as you guys can see there, the CO2 bubbles, than I would expect though from a pale ale. But still very delicious. You know, as you guys can see here, just in general, these beers are all very similar in color. At least from the Champagne Velvet, the Wheat Ale, and the Campside. Very similar in color. And I also kind of like how they lined them up, at least in my opinion, from lightest to darkest, not just in color, but most likely also by ABV. But these, so far, these three are absolutely crushable. Absolutely sessions. And just on the palate in general, I know I didn't go over the notes here, but definitely getting, I want to say, lots of pine. I want to say the citrus. I'm getting some citrus. It's kind of like a pineapple citrus maybe, or a grapefruit citrus. But like I said, very light. All right, moving on, you guys, to the Dragon IPA. Same thing. I can smell the hops, but not as strong. I would say a little less than the Campside. Let's look at the color there. Almost like a multi-color, a dark gold, almost a reddish hue. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's how I like my beer. Some great head, absolutely great head. I mean, it even had some on my lip there. Very creamy head, surprisingly, for an IPA. Was not expecting that at all. This one here, very piney. I want to say maybe a little bit of resin. I almost want to compare the two here. I mean, although I would say that this one is a little bit more bitter than the pale ale. Now, keep in mind, at least to my knowledge, the only difference really between an IPA and a pale ale is the ABV. All right, so these easily could be the same beers. I mean, obviously they're not because of the different colors, but these could be the same beers. But one can be a pale ale, one can be an IPA. But the only difference between them is the ABV. Although I would say that the Campside has a little bit more flavor. Very balanced, while the Dragonfly IPA is kind of, I want to say, more in your face hops. You know, not so much a lot of flavor, just hop. Although I will say that this is where I would, at least as far as the color, that's what I would expect a little bit more. Like when I think of pale ale, just my experience. But oh wow, yeah, very bitter there, but still delicious. I think all these are pretty much crushable for the most part. So very delicious. I think this probably actually went a little bit longer than I anticipated. I ordered a Reuben, by the way. You know, I absolutely love Reubens because of the sauerkraut and the Thousand Island sauce. Look at that, absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead, eat that real fast, tell you what I think about it, and I may just order a second flight. We'll see. Real quick, guys, to let you know about this Reuben here. I'm not sure about you guys, but I absolutely love Reubens. One of my favorite types of sandwiches. But this Reuben here, I'm not sure if this is rye or what, but it's very delicious bread. Got corned beef. Corned beef is actually, I would say, one of my favorites, if not my favorite type of beef. You know, you got Swiss cheese here, I think. Got some sauerkraut, and I absolutely love sauerkraut. Hands down, if you guys love Reuben's, come here, check them out. Do you think there are other places too that have good Reuben's? Let me know down in the comments. I'll check them out. Yeah. I'm not afraid to admit to you guys, but that Reuben was absolutely redonkulous. I absolutely tore it up. Yes, I didn't really eat the crust. I mean, it was all good. The crust is good. It was just that everything else was just so soft, so delicious. Probably the best Reuben I've had in years. Full stop. So I didn't get into I guess what was my favorite one. I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, I would probably say the wheat ale is my favorite. Yeah, the Upland wheat ale is probably my favorite, mainly just because it's the sweetest out of them all, and I do have a bit of a sweet tooth. As I smile. Oh, yeah, so I literally just tore up the wheat ale there. And then I think I'm going to save my second favorite. Hold on, it's a mix between the Champagne Velvet and the Campside. We shall see. We're going to have to go with the Campside. I mean, even though the Champagne Velvet is a lot lighter, right, I can definitely drink a lot more of those than I can the Campside. I do, of course, the Campside does have a little bit more flavor, while the Champagne Velvet is very light. And yeah, I mean, it's very, I want to say European maybe. Yeah, although not, I wouldn't call it a Helles, right? I wouldn't say it's a Helles. It's, like I said, it's a lot closer to a Pilsner. A Helles, depending on which Helles you have, it's going to be a little sweet. Like I said, I do prefer my beers to be a little bit sweeter. A little bit more flavorful. And the Champagne Velvet, not a lot of flavor. Like I said, it's meant to be drinkable on the hottest day. It's basically like water with some flavor, which is not a bad thing. But still, so I guess what I'm saying is we're going to go with the wheat ale being number 1, Campside being number 2, the Champagne Velvet being number 3, and of course the Dragon IPA being number 4. Now, surprisingly, I actually went to Upland for the first time, like I want to say either last year or the year before, so somewhere between a year and a half and 2 years ago. And I was not a fan of the Dragon IPA. But of course, now I've had a lot more beers. My palate is a little bit more refined, so I can actually enjoy it. I can actually appreciate it for what it is. Would I drink it again? Sure. Would I order it? Maybe. Would I accept it if someone gave it to me? Of course I would drink it. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much how I feel about them. So, I mean, this quickie review probably turned into an actual review, but I mean, obviously it's not like my actual beer reviews, obviously. But I have a flight of sours coming out in just a minute, so I'm going to do a quickie of that one as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys back then. But for now, until that flight comes out, I'm going to down these beers. Real quick note, the Champagne Velvet, surprisingly, goes really well with their fries. I can't explain it, but apparently that's a thing. So give that a try. Oh my, the humidity is starting to make me break out here. I'm like, oh my god, where does it come from? But the second flight, I decided to go ahead and order a second flight, but this time, under recommendation of the server, I decided to get a flight of sours. Look at that beauty. Who knew that sours came in all different types of colors? Well, and I mainly say that because I typically only get like red sours. or raspberry sours, which are currently my favorite. But let's go to the beers. Let me show you the names of the beers. And yeah.
All right, well, see you guys.
Oh, the wife has arrived, so I may not be able to review these beers.
Or we can just review them. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So the wife decided to join us. Here she is. She's holding our daughter Autumn.
Hi.
Yep. I mean, if you're a fan of her, if you like the last beer review we did together, you can go ahead and follow her at Terry Fatness on Instagram .com. So yeah, and of course she'll be also tagged. Will she be tagged in this video? I don't know how that works on YouTube. But yeah, let's go back to the beers. Okay. Oh my God, almost died over here. We have the guava, the revive, the cherry, and the raspberry, which of course, as you know, is my favorite type of sour.
That's funny. You did all fruit except for Revive.
All fruit, but what do you mean?
Guava, cherry, raspberry, Revive.
I did say revive.
No, I'm saying you did all fruit except for Revive.
So I mean, I'm over here. Okay, so anyways, okay, these sours came under recommendation from
sours.
Mr.
Are they all sours?
Yes, they're all sours. They are all dirty dishwater beers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
I was not expecting to be done this fast. Well, to be fair, this came out a little bit longer than I expected.
I was wondering why you weren't done, but
well, because
it's cool.
she told me like if she got busy, come in and get the sours, and I ended up having to come in and get the sours, and so they ended up coming out literally right when you guys finished up.
So we're gonna try the guava.
We're gonna try the guava first. And as I said before, I did not plan this review. This is a quickie, so I'll post somewhere what each beer is and the information. So yeah, what does it smell like first before you taste it? Does it smell like guava? We got some baby guava.
Kind of. It tastes.
Yep, it smells like baby guava. It smells very fruity. What do you think about it? Preface, she does not like sours. Oh my God, wow.
That is so sour. It tastes like a warhead.
Oh my God, yes it does. That is so
Which
tart.
I like warheads, but I don't want to drink one.
That is so tart, you guys.
That's not tart. That's sour.
Oh.
That tastes like you're licking.
Oh my God.
You're licking the coating off of a warhead.
Oh my God, wow.
And you made it, liquefied it, and then you know those like little liquid sour. They had a liquid like sour candy. It tastes like that.
I have not had that.
I might have to Google it, and then you could like put a picture of it up or something.
Okay.
But that's what that tastes like.
I literally just got it on my face. Like that just happened. Anyways, on to the revive.
Oh,
preface, she does not like sours,
or
so
fruit
this isn't
beers.
or for beers, so this is not a dig at Upland Brewing at all.
This smells sweet, and it smells like something I know, but I can't put my finger on it. Like, not mango.
Maybe passion fruit?
No.
My nose
Something
is a
more
little stuck
common.
here.
Something more common.
Tell me what you think about that. Maybe pineapple?
No.
Melon? Cantaloupe?
Oh my God, no. Oh my
thing
God.
about sours is that they typically do not smell how they're going to taste or feel.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh my God.
Oh, that makes me want to throw up.
Oh.
I didn't think it could be more sour than that one.
No, I don't think it's a sour. Oh my God, my arm's getting tired from holding a selfie stick all day. I did. If you guys don't know, I did do a my run today. I did do a run today this afternoon. The run I call the 96 to 96 out and back Geist run, which is basically a run from the east side of Geist, starting at 96th Street, going southwest down Fall Creek, and then ending, of course, well, out and back wise.
That's a different video.
But that is a different video. That is a different video. So you guys can check that out. I'll post it above her head. A picture of that above her head if I haven't already posted it. But yeah, so I'm gonna take one more swig of this Revive here.
Take a bigger one because get the full effect. I'm gonna take a
Okay.
cleanser.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what flavor that is, to be honest with you.
Dirty dishwasher.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just I just can't pinpoint it. It's not. I would say it's less tart than our daughter's with us as usual. It's less tart, I would say, than the guava. So I would probably be more likely to try that or have that one again than the guava.
So I'm assuming all of these are gonna be ones for me personally. But if I have to drink one or the other, I'm picking the guava.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's actually really surprising. Very surprising.
I'll take the Warhead.
All right, let's move on to the cherry sour here.
This looks pretty.
It is. So apparently these...
It does taste, it smells like cherry.
It does, like a sweet cherry. Maybe like a strawberry. Now apparently these sours aren't their base. Like I guess these are like maybe seasonals. If I heard correctly, I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, it tastes like the guava. Like, you want more? Do you want more?
Yeah, very, very tart.
It tastes like the guava to me, except maybe sweeter. It's a sweeter version.
I was gonna say
of
it
the
tastes
guava.
a little bit more like the Revive to me. God, now that I've tried them both, I wonder if that's like maybe apple or something. Maybe pear.
Maybe. That could be. Let me smell it again. I'm not gonna try it. Yeah, it kind of like a apple cider smell.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my, that's absolutely amazing, you guys.
We'll see if it's actually that because he's gonna Google it and tell you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that'll be in post since I can't look at the results or look at the info and use my phone at the same time.
I don't think this smells like fruit.
The raspberry one?
Yeah, it doesn't smell like fruit.
You know, it smells like raspberry to me. I mean, it smells exactly as I would expect a raspberry sourness to smell. It almost kind of reminds me of, well, I mean, it's raspberry, so it does smell like a lambic. Oh yeah, she's not a fan, you guys. She is not a fan. Oh wow.
I'm not about this life.
Well, I already said I am biased towards raspberry sours.
Stuff in this.
There's stuff? Oh, it's probably for me. I am biased towards raspberry sours because I do love lambics, framboise, and just raspberry sours in general. So I really like this one. Thus, automatically, it's my favorite one.
I'm gonna go with they're all ones, and for me personally, they're all repulsive.
Well, personally, I will have to say that I was not in the mood for a sour today. I was not in a sour mood. Well, mainly because they came recommended by the server. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm all about taking the server recommendation. I do like it when people take my recommendation when I'm serving.
What are you trying to
So I'm going to take their recommendation. And these aren't bad. These aren't bad. I mean, I do wish they were a little bit more mild, a little bit softer as far as the tartness. But I would say the only one that is probably, I wouldn't even go as far as saying like a 1.
I mean, for me.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily give any of them a 10 either. But that's only my personal opinion. As far as, like, if I gave, like, my opinion about do these based on at least the flavors that they say, do they meet, like, are they on point?
No.
Like, do you taste the guava? Do you taste the Revive?
Do I taste Revive? What's Revive? What's Revive? Can you define it for me?
It tastes like Revive. How do you not know what Revive tastes like?
I'm reviving. I did not revive. I wanted to die.
Oh my god.
I would not be revived. I was kind of just slowly curdling on the inside.
Oh my. What about cherry? Do you think that tasted pretty much like cherry? Like maybe
Sure.
I mean, to me it tasted like, you know, those strawberry like candies?
I was actually thinking that. Like that, but more like a cough one.
Like the cough one?
Like a cough syrup.
Ah. There you go. What about the raspberry? Does that taste like raspberry to you? Or is it too
But I also
tart?
don't eat raspberries.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, I don't know what raspberries taste like. I just know, like, just my experience with, like, raspberry beers. Like, what they taste
I don't know.
like.
I don't know. No.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with no. Hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass. Hard pass.
Oh
Hard
my.
pass.
I mean, like I said, I'm biased, so I'm gonna have to go with the. Hold on, let me switch. The raspberry for me is gonna be number 1. I want to say maybe cherry number 2. Revive number 3. And I mean, obviously, guava is number 4. So pretty much in the exact order, I would say.
If I have to do that, I'm gonna say guava's 1. Cherries 2. Raspberries 3, and Revive is last.
Oh wow! So you heard it. Guava's 1, cherries 2, raspberries 3, and Revive is number 4. It's last. And that's coming from a person who does not like sours. And you guys know that I like sours, although I prefer lambics a lot more, which aren't as tart. So I mean, I guess that pretty much is it. I was not expecting this amount of time for it to take. How long have I been here? About an hour now?
I've been here since 4.
I don't know how long you've been here. You were here for an event, but how long have I been here?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. What'd you call me? What's it? 6:18. So you've been here about a little over an hour.
Oh wow! Wow.
And it took you that long to get your beers? That's rough.
She was busy. This girl was busy. What do you want me to do? Anyways, I got my beers, and that's all that matters. Okay. Anyways, with that being said, I pretty much the 4 beers that I tried at the beginning were some of their core beers. Highly recommend. Come here to Upland Brewing on 82nd Street. Check them out. I think you'll like their core beers. And if you like these sour reviews, like I said, this was like a quick, very, very quick sour review. You know, if you like our description, like our tasting notes,
yeah, you're gonna like my description.
You know, come check them out or don't. Okay, but if you like this video, like, subscribe, tell your friends. And as I do with every video, even though this was supposed to be a quickie and it just turned into a full-fledged beer review. Huh?
Quickie?
Quickie? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. So say it with me, you guys, even though I'm trying to do the order. I think I'm going to do the S's first, okay, and the other ones last, if you understand my salutations. So with that being said, grab your coffee, drink of choice, whatever, and say it with me. You don't have to, I mean, you can say it with me if you want to. You want to say, just repeat after me, I guess. Okay.
He knows me.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Slancha.
Slancha.
Skål.
Skål.
Nastrovia.
Nastrovia.
Prost.
Prost.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Nope, still bad.
Oh my god.